guys have, you share a special love, a love for Taco Bell.
Yes.
And Elijah, when you were like 19, you had some crazy Taco Bell corporate scavenger hunt adventure.
Yeah, they had.
Please tell me the story because it's so bizarre.
It's such a weird story. So like they messaged me on Twitter. Like I'd never like talked to anybody from Taco Bell before. They messaged me and they're just like, "Hey, what are you doing tomorrow?" And I was like, I don't know. And they were like, "Cool. Do you want to come to New York?" And then I was like, I guess like we have a secret mission for you. And I was like, that's creepy. And then I was like,
are you like, is this Taco Bell
I
killer?
I went through and I was just like, let me make sure that's the verified one. And then they gave me a phone number and I called it and they answered like first ring and they're like, "Hey Elijah," and I was like, this is fucking weird. And then within like 30 minutes I was on a flight to New York and they didn't tell me what it was for or anything. And then the next day they had a driver pick me up and it was Valentine's Day in like 2012 or something. And they're just like driving through like Manhattan, and then he stops outside this like flower shop, and the guy's just like, "You want to get out and get some flowers?" And I was like, "No, I'm good. I don't think so." And he was just like, and he like just was waiting there, and it was like a complete dead silence. It was just so awkward. And then he just like unlocks the doors, and he's like, "Get out and get some flowers." And I was like, "Okay,
wow,
I guess." And so I like, got out, and I walked into the wrong door first, and it was like some abandoned building. And then walk back out, and there's a girl like passing out flowers on the street. And she's like, "Here, you want one?" And I was like, "No, I'm right." And she's like, "Take a flower." And I was like, "Okay."
Wow.
And then it's got like my name written on it. And I was like, this is getting weirder and weirder. And I go to like walk to the flower shop, and they have like this old rotary phone like sitting on this little table outside. And it starts ringing, and I'm like, walking by it, like just a random telephone on the street. And she's like, "That's for you." And I was like, "No, it's not." And then I answer it, and this guy's just like, "Go inside and ask for the blue bouquet," and then just hangs up. And I was like, I'm fucking getting murdered here.
Wow.
And then I went inside, and I asked the lady for the blue bouquet, and she's like, "Oh, we have tons of lovely ones." And she's like, "What's the occasion?" And she's like going through like all these bouquets. And I was like, dude, I don't know. Like, I was just told to ask for that one. And then she pulls out this like bouquet of flowers with like tacos in the middle. And I was like, "Okay." And then she's like, "Here, you want a bite?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then we like did some random shit. She was just like, "All right, we got it. That's good." And then like a whole film crew came out. And I was
all
like,
the walls fell down.
Yeah, all the walls fell down. I'm still at home. Yeah,
I'm still gay.
that was still gay. And that was the whole thing. And I was like, well, we could have done that better. But it's just,
that is so random.
It was so weird. They had me like tweet it out, and they were just like, "Oh, come to this address and you can try this new taco thing." And like all these people showed up, and then like they played like at the end, like the video clip that they ended up releasing had like all these people walking in. There's like a homeless guy who walks in like just demanding tacos.
Wow.
And they're like, "This is a flower shop. This is you have to have a password."
Now you guys, you have a Taco Bell tattoo, or you both do?
I don't.
Yeah, I have that on my hand. Yeah, that's on my body forever.
And so Taco Bell apparently likes you both very much.
Yeah.
Christine, you did a video where you bought $500 worth of Taco Bell or something like that?
$400.
$400.
Still a disgusting amount of Taco Bell.
That's what do you get for $400? Well, I should ask Lady Red.
tacos.
What do you get for $400 at Taco Bell, Lady Red?
You get everything
Diarrhea.
except the vegetables.
Right, no lettuce in Lady Red's. What did you say, Christine? You get
300 tacos. Yeah.
300 tacos
So it was
and
like, it was like
diarrhea?
150 crunchy, 150 soft.
Yeah.
I think I ate like 2 of them.
Oh.
It was pretty bad. Yeah, but it was funny. It was for views. So.
for
And now I'm
the
on Hey
views.
Qween.
Yeah. And you guys got an invitation to the secret and coveted Taco Bell Thanksgiving. Is that right?
Well, I did, and,
Yeah.
and she's still mad about it because I didn't take her.
When he said he would, and then he took his roommate.
I did take my roommate.
Your number one bitch who loves Taco Bell?
Well, my roommate I've known a lot longer.
And he was like, motherfucker, I'm going
and it
to
was
Taco
like,
Bell
and
Thanksgiving.
like Taco Bell was like our thing from like the beginning of like our friendship. So like I was like, all right, I have to
How
take
many
him. because,
followers
like
does
I don't
he
want him
have?
to kill himself.
He actually has a decent amount of followers.
And now what happens at the Taco Bell Thanksgiving? Chalupa stuffing?
Well, the first one was like they changed it a lot. The first one was just like 20 people, and it was like the most random mix of people. It was like Andrew WK and like Chrissy Teigen, and like random internet people. And then they like expanded it, so now there was like 50 or 60 people there, and they had like hired a hypnotist, and then they just make like a Thanksgiving dinner that's like Taco Bell, or like a Taco Bell Thanksgiving themed dinner. So it's just like taco, like chalupa stuffing type shit.
Hey Qween!